My name is Aki Nakano, a 17-year-old ordinary high school student. I wanted to talk about my incident that happened in my class. I have a classmate named Rinko Akamoto. She's from a wealthy family, so she gets a lot of allowances. The things she uses are all from designer brands. Because of her luxurious style, she gets all the attention at school. I feel like she's always surrounded by other students. Unlike her, I'm from an ordinary family and have very ordinary looks. I'm a plain-looking girl known for my diligence and enthusiasm for books. Since Rinko and I are complete opposites, we rarely talk despite being in the same class. One day, we had a group assignment on social studies, and I was assigned to the same group as her. Hey Rinko, do you have a minute? What's up? I wanted to let you know which part of the group assignment you're responsible for. You left the class early, so I guess you didn't hear that part? Yeah, I guess. Maybe you could do my part too. What? Honestly, group assignments are so troublesome. You seem to have higher grades than me, so you'll be better at it, right? But this is a group assignment. I don't think the teacher would notice. So can you do my part for me? Do I have to? What? Are you seriously saying no to me? I didn't mean it that way. Then it's all good. I'll leave it to you. As you can tell, she has a selfish, evil princess-like demeanor. It was also my fault that I couldn't say no. Indeed, she's always surrounded by classmates at school. But if you ask whether she's the most popular girl in class, the answer might be no. Another girl in our group assignment, Misa Shinomi, spends a lot of time with Rinko at school. Hey, Nakano, I heard Rinko asked you to do her part. Seems like she's busy, so I kind of had to. You're so responsible. But you must think she's a bitch, don't you? No, I don't. Oh, come on. Why can't you be honest? I think that every day. I thought you guys were friends. Yep. She pays for my bills when she's in the right mood, and she also gives me used designer stuff. So it's beneficial for me to be her friend. I see. Yep. By the way, about my part, it's a little too much. Can you help me? Okay. Thanks. I'm so glad you're in my group. Even though they looked like good friends, Misa would always talk behind Riko's back. I ended up finishing 70% of our group assignment. But this kind of situation doesn't happen often, so I wasn't bothered. About a half a year later, Rinko became different from before. How do I put this? She has become shabby. Her makeup became sloppy, her hair was frizzy, and her skin was lackluster. She also became very skinny. She used to change her bag and accessories daily, but now she's using the same one every day. I was worried about her, but we weren't close enough for me to ask her. So the reason for her change remained a mystery. Then I heard something from Misa. Sorry, can you let me copy your math notes tomorrow? I fell asleep during class. Sure, I'll bring it tomorrow. Thanks. By the way, did you hear the rumors about Rinko? Rumors? Rinko's father's company went bankrupt. Oh, really? I also heard it from others, so I don't know the details. Apparently her family is deep in debt, so her life is miserable right now. That's why she looks stressed out lately. Honestly, she deserves this. I don't think so. You're too nice, Nakano. I think it's her punishment for being so arrogant all the time, so we're free to laugh at her. The rumors about Rinko turned out to be true later. The story of her father's company going bankrupt was on the news, and everyone started talking about it. Nobody wanted to be friends with her anymore, so she became isolated. Led by Misa, people started to talk behind Rinko's back. They badmouthed her so much that even I heard them from time to time. I didn't like the atmosphere and was uncomfortable with what they were doing. So I sent Rinko a message to check up on her because I grew more worried about her. Hey Rinko, do you have a minute? What, you too? Huh? That's right, my family is broke. The four of us are living in an old apartment now. I can't even have proper meals now, let alone clothes and makeup. Everything I had was sold to pay off the debts. Are you satisfied now? Calm down, I just wanted to remind you of something. The math assignment is due tomorrow, and the math teacher asked me to tell you this. Oh, I see, sorry, I acted up. Everyone is messaging me and asking me the same thing, so I assume that's what you were doing. By the way, Rinko, I'm home alone tonight, and I made way too much food. So? It'd be helpful if you can come and eat it with me. I was concerned when she said she sometimes doesn't have enough food, so I went ahead and asked her. Just when I thought I might have agitated her, but to my surprise, she agreed right away. She came to my house and ate hurriedly. It was obvious that she was starving. I even made more food for her because it wasn't enough. Then I saw something unexpected. She was crying so hard while eating. After she finished the food, she stopped crying and went home. Then she messaged me right away. Thank you for dinner. It wasn't so bad. You're welcome. And also about that. That? About me crying? Can you keep it a secret? Okay, I won't tell anyone. It wasn't a big deal anyway. I broke down because it's been a long time since I had a warm meal. I understand. If you don't want to answer, that's fine, but is your life that difficult? The bankruptcy shouldn't have taken such a toll on me, but my parents, how do I put this? They still have the same sense of money as when we were rich, so we can't keep the extra expenses down. Is that why your food expenses was cut down? Something like that. My parents can't face reality, but I can't really point that out to them. I see. Everyone left me as soon as I lost my money. After all, my relationships were all built on my family's rich. I finally realized that recently. So it's normal for them to think I deserve it, and it's okay for you to laugh too. I'm not gonna do that. Why? I wasn't nice to you too, was I? So you realized. Isn't this a perfect chance to laugh at me? Do you want me to? No, of course not. Then I won't laugh or make fun of you. Will you come and help me next time I make too much food? Rinko started coming over frequently to eat with me. My parents also welcomed her after I told them about her situation. It's become common to see her at our dinner table. We also started to hang out more often at school. Rinko seemed to be gradually regaining her vitality and health. However, there were still people who wanted to bother her. One day, I got a message from Misa. Nakano, have you been hanging out with Rinko recently? Yes. Why? Nothing particular, it's just become this way. Why, is there a problem? There's no problem, but I think you should keep away from her. How come? Because she's just an arrogant bitch without money. You won't get anything from being friends with her. I don't make friends for a purpose. Is that so? But you'll be in trouble too if this continues. What trouble? She still can't let go of her pride and is such a snob. I don't think so. That's exactly what she is. You can't see that because you're too nice. Even if she is like that, what are you planning to do? I had a discussion with my friends. We agreed it was time to punish her. You can't use violence. Violence? Don't make me laugh. We just want to prank her a little so she can reflect on her mistakes. You don't need to go that far. I'm doing this for Rinko's sake as well. She needs to learn that she'll get burned for being a spoiled princess. What are you planning to do exactly? You'll see soon. You might get caught up in the middle if you're too close to her. So you better keep your distance. What Misa said sounded disturbing to me, but I thought she wasn't being serious until I was proven wrong the following day. I came to school and saw some scribbles on Rinko's desk. It wrote spoiled princess wannabe, stupid, ugly. The content was unbelievably childish. And things got escalated from there. They began to break Rinko's things and splash water on her when she was in the washroom. It was all the textbook techniques of bullying. Let's go. What? I took her hand and left school. That was my first time skipping school. I brought Rinko back to my home and started to make a counter plan. A few weeks later... What's going on? What do you mean? Your parents called my parents just now. They said they're going to sue us. Is this a joke? Nope, it's not. My dad is a lawyer, and he's representing Rinko. You'll be sued for property damage, violence, and other things. It was all just pranks. That's not up to you to decide once you're in court. Please, I'll be in so much trouble once my parents find out what I did. My future will be affected too if this becomes serious. You should have thought about that before bullying Rinko. It doesn't matter if we sue you or not. Bullying is always a serious matter. Why? You're also a victim of her arrogant attitude. It might be true when we were doing the group project, but I won't bully her because she's arrogant. I just wanted to punish her a little. If you really think you were doing the right thing, then you shouldn't whine and cry about getting sued. If you hurt someone, prepare to get hurt too. Both of my parents are lawyers, so I went to my parents and asked them to help Rinko. After that, Rinko contacted me. Are you sure? I don't have enough money for lawyer fees right now. My parents always defend people with financial difficulties. So even though it's relatively a high-paying profession, my parents don't earn as much as lawyers. My parents also seem to have come to their senses after this. We'll save up and definitely pay your parents back no matter how long it takes. Don't worry, my parents said no rush. Take your time. Thank you so much. I can't believe you're willing to help me to such an extent, especially since I used to be so mean to you. You're my friend. Of course I will help you. Given her family's financial situation, I told her to pay the lawyer's fee in installments. As expected, this incident became a big issue. In the end, the case was settled outside of the court, but there was an aftermath. The group of bullies led by Misa gained a bad reputation at school. It became uncomfortable for them to be at school, so they stopped going. In addition, the school didn't let Misa go without punishment. She got expelled from school because other bullies were no longer welcome at school, even though they weren't expelled. They all transferred to different schools.